Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome to a new episode of Le Bond is Real. Je m'appelle Stecy, I'm your host. Je suis avec mon frère.
Jaelen, à pas la gauche. Et je laissais notre invité se présenter.
Mais avant.
Pas sauter les étapes.
Avant. I need to say that this person is the real deal. I need to say that this is my guy, okay? My guy. We go way, you see, back, way back in the trenches of Africa.
You know?
Some may call it since day one. Reference to since day one.
You know? C'est quelqu'un qui m'a inspiré beaucoup, puis qui continue à m'inspirer, and who supports me enormously, and he keeps on supporting me. Donc je voulais dire ça avant qu'il dise quoi que ce soit. You know, take that in, brother.
Thank you.
And now you can introduce yourself.
Thank you. I like the vibe here. I like what you're doing, you know. Thank you for having me here. My name is Alex. You know, many know me as DJ Waklexx.
Gang.
Yes.
Hey, Waklexx.
You know, I'm still nobody. But yeah, thank you for guys for having me. I like the vibe, and I think this is my legit podcast where we have, you know, everything proper, you know. We got drinks, we got sponsors.
Yes.
Shout out to Rosemont.
Let's go.
Yeah.
On a même un sponsor de plantes. This is a sponsor too.
IKEA.
Florida. Don't even.
Why?
Don't come for me
Should
now.
they be having long-lasting flowers, you know?
We don't do fake plants.
No.
Don't trigger me now.
We're all real here. Je pense que t'as remarqué, we're all real.
Don't trigger me.
These plants are named.
Non, on va pas aussi loin quand même. Season one, the plants were named because they were all my plants from home that I'll bring home and then bring them back.
Where you got plants at home?
I have a bunch of plants at home. Yeah. That means you have to come over. C'est ça que ça veut dire. Yes. Donc, Alex, Waklexx. Yes, it's weird for me to call you Waklexx. Because I know you as Alex. Right? I never call. Every time I would tell people, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Alex's party. They're like, who? Alex.
Why is it that everybody that knows me personally calls me Alex, and it feels weird for them to call me Waklexx?
Yeah.
But like people that knew me, like when I was DJing, they call me Waklexx, and it feels weird for them to call me Alex.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, I'm gonna call you Waklexx, you know.
So basically, depending on what they call you, c'est par rapport à where they know you from.
Depending on how close we are.
Oh.
Yeah. Like everybody that's close to me calls me Alex. Like even my family.
Let's go.
Honestly, it's a good thing that both names look alike. So like, y a pas une grosse différence. I don't know. This is a realization I'm making.
But yeah, don't ask me how I came up with that name because I don't know how.
Oh, okay.
It was a weird thing.
It just popped up like that.
You know, and then I flew away with it.
But it worked.
You
and
know?
it's catchy.
It is
Waklexx.
good. It is good.
It's very catchy. It's just that in my head. It's like, I don't know if any artist's name, like if I know their name personally and I've known them before they started their career, it feels weird to me to call them by that name because it feels like I'm like
Playboy Cardi. Rick Ross.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's weird.
You know?
That's weird. That's really weird.
Maybe Lil Alex.
Cool,
have worked.
Nah, Lil Alex.
You know?
Or Lil Owl, something like that.
Yeah,
Owl,
that could work.
I don't know, but I like Waklexx, honestly. Let's keep it at that.
See? I don't gotta explain it. It's like explaining Stecy, you know?
That's my name.
It's your name.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce que j'allais dire? You want to start it off or?
No, you can go ahead.
I
Yeah,
can go?
ahead.
Alright. Tu as fait des... How did you come up with the idea of doing tours?
Like this tour?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Disturbing. Yeah. Why not? We have 1 hour, my friend. We have to go chap. Don't you have plans after? I have plans too. Let's go.
I think this is me watching podcasts, you know, online the last 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, we're used to that.
Smoking, drinking. How did you come up with a tour?
Hey, we go. Pyong.
But Disturbing Canada, actually, I'm not going to take credit for that. There is a Disturbing London happening in the UK. I don't know who's behind it exactly, but, you know, me and my partner, Ambitious, he told me about it like 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I heard it, like, stuck with me somehow. So j'étais comme, yo, Disturbing London, that's crazy. Like, that's dope, you know? Disturbing London, you know? And I think we were going to Kigali. We were like, Disturbing Kigali. But then he was like, nah, let's not create another name. But then for some reason, I was like, I got to do something for like, I feel like, I don't know. I felt like I wasn't the first option whenever it came to like parties. Because there was I'm not going to name which parties, but there was too many parties happening in Montreal, you know, at the beginning of the year until now. And I wasn't like part of it, you know? Somehow like my pride was like, damn, bro, like, come on now. You got to pull me there, you know? Yeah. But I was like, so how do I sell myself? How do I brand myself? How do I market myself? So people can be like, okay, Waklexx is actually the guy we got to call, you know? So I was like, you know, Disturbing Canada tour. I was like, you know, I got to do that. I saw another DJ doing Disturbing America, a Nigerian DJ. So I was like, let me do Disturbing Canada. And then I was like, Montreal, Edmonton, Toronto,
let's go,
Ottawa.
Yes.
But all those dates, some of the dates were already confirmed. So I was like, let me add them in the tour and then call it Disturbing. I had the flyers already for some cities. He had like a weird name, Waklexx Live in blah, blah, blah city. You know, I was like, nah, like call it Disturbing each
nice.
City. So we started with Ottawa. Ottawa was a fire, crazy event, like sold out. People were, I can't even say screaming. They were yelling. Like, you could play, I don't know, say a song. Like, they would sing it and dance. It was
Finesse. If I broke down my
business was top notch. Like, it was over there. Like,
nice.
Nah, but Ottawa set the tone because that was my first city that started the tour, and everybody. So I ran away with the fact that they created a momentum. I was like, if Ottawa is going crazy like this, let me take that and sell it for the other cities and be like, yo, you guys, if you guys are not matching Ottawa energy, yo, listen, you gotta go.
I have to go. Yeah,
you know. So after that, it was Edmonton, my first time there. You know, shout out to T, Tonton.
I wouldn't think Edmonton would be bumping, to be honest.
Same.
Right?
I genuinely, like, I saw the flyer. I was like, what is this nigga going to do over there? The fuck?
Like, people from, I feel like, if you're from Montreal or Toronto and you hear Edmonton, you're
like, what?
This in Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Turishima. We have a little, Turishima. On est genre, on se pense badass.
What are those cities in Quebec that nobody goes to? Like,
Rimouski?
Rimouski. It's like me saying I'm going to Rimouski.
Rivière-du-Loup. I got you, bro. I've traveled Quebec, bro. I got you. Don't worry about it. This is trauma. Yeah.
So yeah, Edmonton, there is actually a lot of Burundians. Like, when I mean a lot, it's like a second Montreal, because the only difference is that they're all working. You know, they work in camps. Some of them are working in the weekends. You know, so for them to come out like that, that was maybe 200, 180 people. I would say maybe 180 max. Usually, like, Edmonton can do at least 300 plus, because you gotta let them know 1 month in advance so they can call in sick or maybe ask
take
for a
day off. Yeah,
they're all working like every day. Like, they work crazy hours. Like, these guys were telling me they work like 80 hours a week.
Oh, yo.
Damn.
You know. And they came to see me. I was like, wait, what?
Wow.
And that guy looked normal. Like, yo, you can tell when
are you okay?
You can tell when somebody is tired from work. But I guess it's a thing in Edmonton. But shout out to the promoters. Was playing at Power, and I think that was the first time. Even the people there in Edmonton, they were like, I didn't know these people actually were here. So Edmonton, honestly, showed me love. I was supposed to be there for 3 days. I ended up staying for 5 days.
Nice.
That should tell you everything.
Nice.
Shout out Edmonton, Alberta.
Ok, tu fais une bonne promotion de Edmonton right now.
Shout out.
Yo, listen, Edmonton forever. You know, we nothing but love. Hopefully, I get to go back. But after that, I took a break. It was my friend's birthday. So after that, it was Montreal. I was doing Disturbing Montreal. So Disturbing Montreal was already happening. And I checked the calendar in Montreal. And I see that Kofi is coming on the same day. So I checked the flyer on Kofi's Instagram page. I'm like, who's she coming with? You know, they usually have special guests. I'm like, Buju, okay. So my sister tells me she already bought the tickets for Kofi. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Kofi has only one song, Toast.
Yeah. No.
So I'm like, okay, I know Rapture, but to a point where she's doing a concert.
No, West Indies.
Yeah,
So
but it don't hit like Toast though.
I didn't know Kofi had that much, you know, strength in the people. I mean, the Jamaican community, yes, it is strong in Montreal, but maybe I was being a little bit ignorant. But I saw Buju, I was like, okay, maybe I can call in Buju and be the special guest. And this guy had some visa problems.
I was at the event. I was like, "Where's Buju? Buju."
But the funny thing is that Disturbing Montreal was already sold out before we even announced Buju. So like the people that bought the tickets for Buju, they bought it at the most expensive wave. Like the last wave was $50. Like people bought it at $25, $30, $40. But those were people coming for Disturbing Montreal. They were like, bring a special guest. We don't know who, but let's go, you know? See. But, I mean, I thought Buju not coming was going to be a flop for us. I mean, you were there. So.
You can still say it. Here we enjoy when people talk their shit. It's a thing. It's actually a thing. Talk your shit.
Montreal, honestly, Montreal is forever. I'm forever grateful for the support, for the love. For the support, for the love. I'll say it again, you know, Montreal forever, top one. People showed up. I thought it was going to be canceled, you know. I was thinking about canceling it. I'm like, wait a minute, like, this is my tour.
Yeah, that's it.
Coming to see me, see
it.
the DJs, vibes, Apache, you know. But, everything was already sold out. And on top of that, it was the end of Ramadan.
People needed to go out.
Needed to go out. You know, when I was thinking about canceling, everybody was like, are you crazy, bro? Like, where else are we going to go?
Yeah.
You know? And on top of that, it was in Laval. So,
yeah, that place, though.
And
that place,
you know, but like
next
that was the only spot.
What's up with the place?
That could accommodate that many people.
Remember the party I invited to, and you were like Laval.
Oh, that was it.
That was his party.
Every time I go to Laval, that's because I'm having way too many people. I'm having way too many people, you know. So,
that makes sense.
So yeah, Montreal happened. You know, it was crazy. Like, I was tired for like 2 days straight. You know, after that, I went to Toronto. Shout out to Empire Club Play. It's actually a club. It feels like you're in a house party. So it gives you that energy of what
nice.
You know, because everybody is like screaming. You can feel the energy. You know, you can connect with the people. You know, I love how it was like I'm upstairs, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta talk to me, I gotta snap you from a
That ass.
Yo, I see Waklexx. Yo, let me take a video.
Waklexx is up in the sky.
You know, but Toronto was different. I feel like every city was different in its own way. And it had its own way of showing love, of teaching me different stuff, you know. And that's what I love about touring, you know. I feel like every DJ should tour, every artist should tour, because even as a DJ, you get to play for different crowds. Like the Montreal crowd, the way I play from Montreal for you guys is different from the way I was playing from Ottawa, you know. Yeah. Like Montreal, I got people ready to spend, like it's a battle fight, you know. People are fighting for, like, you see a guy ordering like 5 bottles of champagne. I gotta cut the music. I don't care if it's your song, right? I gotta cut the music live, you know. And after that, Ottawa is like people are coming to party. They don't care about all that. It's just enjoyment, finesse, you know. Edmonton, same thing. Toronto, I feel like it's somehow like Montreal, you know. Toronto prices on the bottles, jeez.
Yo, I've heard about it, and that's why I'm still here. That's why I'm not going to turn up there. I'm like, I'm gonna stay my ass here in Montreal.
$800.
Yo.
Une bouteille.
Une bouteille. T'as même pas un shout-out.
Et le pire, si vous êtes plusieurs à le boire, ça part vite. It goes fast.
Surtout s'il y a des gens qui ont soif.
Yeah. Et souvent, tu sors quand t'as
Toronto,
soif.
it's a lot of Nigerians, a lot of West Africans, East Africans, a little bit. They got money, so yeah, I feel like Toronto is different. Honestly, shout out to this tour. So at least now, I feel like people are like, okay, so this guy has content, you know.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know, so yeah,
But
pretty much.
what's your origin story? Why DJing, and when did you know that you wanted to do that for the rest of your life? If that's what you want to do, basically.
DJing. So the way it started, I had a roommate. He's from South Korea. So when I got here, 2013. Living with my aunt, so I moved out 2014. Yeah, so 2014, I had a South Korean roommate. We used to do like videos, like YouTube videos, like eating noodles, spicy noodles. Used to be a trend, you know, like the more spicy, the more spicy, the better, you know.
Yeah.
So
I also remember you in your FaceTime days, Facebook days.
yeah, you remember? Like I used I used to walk around with a camera. Like, oh my gosh, shit, she just brought back memories. Damn, how do you know that?
No, am I your friend or am I your friend?
Now you see the real ones. You see it.
You know?
You see it.
Yeah.
And I've been supporting since.
Facts.
You better support
Damn.
this guy. But yes, you're saying eating
So, yeah, we
spicy
used to
noodles.
do videos, and every time we were watching other videos, there was this DJ. Her name is Juicy M. She's from Eastern Europe, and she used to do like videos, like beginners friendly DJ videos, like how to DJ with 4 turntables, like for EDM music, like house music. So I was like, that looks very dope, you know, very dope. We were like, yo, you want to create like a duo group, and then we actually do spicy noodles. We got content for DJ. We got.
Let's go.
So we were thinking about like so many contents. You
Yeah.
know? So I end up buying the thing, a controller, because I was the more serious about this more than him. He was more like into the editing. So I buy the controller. I started practicing. He ends up moving out. He went back. Actually, he didn't move out. He went back to South Korea. So because he got his permanent residency, so he decided to leave Canada and come back. And I was like, damn, I feel like I'm starting to catch up on this DJ thing. First mix, yo, you don't want to hear it. EDM music, like Unz music.
Let's go.
Like Unz music, like trap music. Like the real trap music is actually like any hip hop music that's turned into EDM somehow. So it's like and then it drops, like, you know. So that was my first introduction into the DJ world. I didn't even know there were Burundian DJs before I actually started catching up on them Fresh Music Friday.
Yeah.
You know, and people were like, yo, you should DJ for us. So my first DJs were like with uncles and aunties.
Yeah. Weddings.
You know, outside of the actually weddings, like white people weddings.
Let's go.
I was playing Nat Cole.
Do they pay? They pay.
Lionel Richie.
Oh, wow.
So you do your thing. You do your thing. They pay. They
You
pay.
know, like, yo, it was real DJing, like real cash.
Let's go.
Yo, I didn't know
A professional DJ.
I didn't know nothing about like white people music, so I had to go on YouTube and search about like white people wedding dance playlist and download the whole playlist.
That's what you put in the search. Genre, tu fais search.
Yeah. So there's actually like on YouTube, if you go on YouTube, white people dance music for wedding dance music, there's like 1 million playlists. So whatever song has the most views, you know that song is gonna pop.
Damn.
So I had every song that had the most views in the white crowd. So I'm like, I can do this. Like,
Let's
I show
go.
up there. Yo, I had a guy that I found on Kijiji, so he got a nice setup, LED lights. You know, I was like, yo, make sure it looks proper, you know?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
If I fuck up, at least, you know, on pictures, they're like, oh, the wedding looked nice. You know?
You can't hear the sound, but it was good.
It was good, you know?
The aesthetics
But,
were there. The aesthetics were there.
Yo, shout out to my friend from, I used to work in the bank, so she got married. She was like, do you want to be my DJ? So,
Scotia. I should not.
so yeah, so I got, that was my first gig as a wedding DJ, you know? So, honestly, it got me to learn different like music before I even get introduced to Afrobeat. Like I got introduced to Afrobeat way,
Yeah.
way.
I remember
Like,
they were,
I didn't even like Afrobeats. Like
I
that
know.
because back then it was Azonto. It was,
Yeah.
I was like, this is too fast. Like,
yeah.
you know?
I remember you complaining because I remember when you were helping me out with the flyer thing for I had a little NGO that I was created with a few friends.
For the university, right?
Yeah, and we're at school,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know the first thing about making a flyer that looks remotely cute, and we're trying to do a soccer tournament to have money
With a barbecue, right?
with a barbecue.
I remember the flyer.
Yeah, yo, that flyer
How
was
it?
lit.
It was
I
lit.
was searching for a football.
Yeah.
Flyer, meat and barbecue.
Yeah. And I remember around that time, you're
That was
like,
you. That's crazy.
yeah,
For somebody else.
goddamn boy.
That's tough.
Listen, I've done so many flyers. You don't want to know.
No, I believe you. And then you were trying to explain to me how to do it. I was like, But I remember during that time, you were like, because I had just gotten back from Burundi the first time I had gone there. And I was super into, then I had discovered Davido. I had gone out for the first time. I had gone to clubs, done the whole, like, you go out all night long, the whole thing. And there was Afrobeat and Azonto music that was playing. And I had practiced, and learned the moves.
Every song came with dance steps.
Yes, every single and I knew I'd say like a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them.
Azonto,
And I remember I'll tell you, and I'll
all
be
of
like,
you.
"Yo, Azonto," and I'd be like, "The fuck are you talking about? What is that? No." And then I would listen to your mix. And it's like trappity trap, trappity trap, trap trap trap, trappity trap trap trap, trappity trap trap. How did you make that like love? How did that come back? The Afrobeat and the all that like Pan African or African music.
The Afrobeat scene actually, after the whole wedding stuff and private party stuff, I did a party with Ambitious and Trick Trick. That was the first party actually I did with Burundians, like, and kind of run these people. It was their party, so they decided to invite me, and I was like honored. I was like, yo, I hear so much about you guys. Like, yo, you guys trying to take a young kid that actually has nothing to do with Burundian like music or Afrobeat music. It's like, yo, cool, let's do it. So I got to open, and opening, of course, it was more like throwback songs, hip hop, you know. But after that, I think Ambitious and Sarah from Ottawa, they were throwing a DJ competition. So after that, I was like, okay, now I'm more into the Afrobeat scene. So, you know, I got to get noticed. I practice a lot, watch a lot of videos. So I was like, okay, let me find... Actually, I knew Afrobeat. Like, I knew Afrobeat. It's not like Afrobeat was something that I didn't know. I knew Afrobeat, but I was trying to find, like, Afrobeat that make people, like, be like, oh, okay, this guy knows Afrobeat.
And
you know?
I remember you kept saying that's the thing that we bonded over was the fact that you wanted different musics. And then I remember at some point I would send you some songs and be like, yeah, this is like the latest, but it's also like not too known. You know? It's not the like mainstream stuff like Azonto.
That's how like Fresh Music Fridays, I don't know if you noticed, but it was 4 songs.
Yeah.
One was either dancehall, the other one was hip hop, the other one was Afrobeat, and the other one was probably like a French music or zouk. Like it was never like back to back.
Yeah.
You know, I had to always find a way to mix it.
Yeah.
So that way people can be like, okay, there are actually other songs that exist, you know, because I feel like people are somehow close-minded.
They
like,
are.
Listen, if it's not Afrobeat, I'm not showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I did the DJ competition, and shout out to that DJ competition, low key. So that's when I was like, okay, people actually love Afrobeat, you know.
You won that DJ competition.
I came second position, but yeah.
I remember you had a trophy, okay?
Yeah, that was second position.
Yay.
The second position,
top 3,
you know.
top 2. You were second.
And I'm number 2.
Hey, talk your shit.
I have a question for you, Jean. As a DJ, when you're looking at a crowd, c'est quoi les indices qui te montrent que like, okay, I'm killing this, or this is going good? Ou c'est quoi les autres signes qui te disent, oh, maybe I have to switch it up a bit?
I mean, at this point, I think I kind of know my crowd, what they like. But before, it used to be like, I used to study whoever is DJing with me that night and see what kind of music they're playing. or what kind of crowd it is, or what kind of club actually usually hosts that kind of event, you know. Listen, I do a lot of things, man. Like, like an example, like Toronto. Toronto, I've never played in a club where I'm actually headlining. So that's a lot of pressure. I was like, okay, so this is the most popping club, and it's my first time playing in the club. I usually go there in Caribana, and Caribana, everybody is going there to get fucked up, so they don't care. I'm here, it's Caribana, let's drink, let's have fun, that's it, you know? But Toronto play, like, for example, I had to make some research for the club. Obviously, I was there a week before for my friend's birthday, like I said. So I kind of heard what kind of music they're playing and what kind of music was getting people hyped. I was like, okay, so this is what they want. Okay, I see where I can fill in the gaps, maybe, you know. And look up the DJ, look up the other DJs and the club, pretty much. And once you get there, if you're playing something, it doesn't work, of course, change it, you know.
Okay, so la vraie préparation, the main thing is before. You have to study like
the real preparation is it's not the night.
For sure.
DJs, wait.
That's the thing many don't realize the work that it takes. That's why I admire DJs a lot.
You gotta prepare your playlist. You gotta have your sound effects. You gotta be ready, man. You gotta be ready. It's like showing up in a competition. You're like, okay, I've gained 20 pounds. It's my time to, coach, put me in, bro.
That's not how it works.
The day before, you know, or the week before, you gotta prepare, you know.
It's crazy because the mainstream people would not know that. I say, that le plus gros travail se fait avant que t'arrives.
Like when you guys are screaming and like, wow, what a transition, bro. I studied that transition like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Even me, I was like, damn, they're gonna cry when I do it.
So you're at home, you're like, oh, they're gonna like this shit.
You're like preparing like a little
Nice.
Yes, I can't wait.
Damn, that's good to know though. That's good to know. Parce que you gain way more respect knowing que there's so much to do before. You have to étudier les personnes qui vont là régulièrement, the DJs that are up before, after, and
sometimes the DJ that you're playing with might play the song that you thought was gonna kill them on your set. That's why you gotta prepare. Like, if I find like something that's like, ooh, like, you know, that effect,
you tell them.
Like, I try to create another thing with a different sound, just in case another DJ might play. You know, always have a second, third option. You know,
that's crazy. Nice.
And that's the thing that I admire about you the most is your work ethic. You have a strong work ethic. No, don't laugh. You know, that's the thing. I had done this.
Every time Stecy gives me something that's like, damn, I guess you figured me out. I hate it.
But she sees people. She's good. She's good with that.
She's very good at it.
Mais aussi, c'est le fait que, once again, I had said this in a previous episode we did with Nze and Kelly. I was like, we have a hard time accepting compliments in our community. We have a hard time, like, taking it in.
I've been taking it in. I just been playing the role.
Okay. What's it about?
But that might be part of it. That might be like...
Yeah. But I was like, don't play that fake humble shit. Take that shit.
You're going to stay there like,
I'm the shit, I know.
You gotta...
Non, mais vraiment, your work ethic and you do things. Genre, il y a beaucoup de gens qui vont être comme, je veux percer, and I want to get to the top without doing the work. And without doing the small steps and without doing those like gigs that maybe you're like, okay, this is maybe below me a little bit, but I'm still gonna do it to get the experience, gain the visibility, and also it's more practice for me. And you got that, you understand that, and that's also why like every time I can support, I support, because honestly, like you're a hard worker, you have a great work ethic, and every time I see, I'm like, my nigga. That's my guy. Because honestly, some people think that it's just you come, you know music, you know vibes.
Exactly.
Plug a few things.
There are so many people actually that I fuck with. Shout out to Kid Crayola, you know.
Shout out to Kid Crayola.
Shout out.
She's doing her thing with vibe. You know, the fact that she understands that as well. Like that's a perfect example. You know, I like to give examples that are not me. For example, like for her doing her thing and understanding her value and putting DJs together and understanding when each DJ gotta play. Like that shook me. Like I was like, that's crazy, you know. And the fact that you're actually multiplying, you know, you're milking the whole thing. You're like, we're doing day parties, and it's working, and people want that, you know. Like at her party, like people showed up. You weren't there. Damn, you always there.
Listen.
Yeah, that's her. That's her.
Single me out, Mark.
That's her.
This summer. You see me. This summer.
I don't have
we
to
outside. This summer.
Hello?
We outside.
We are outside.
Oh, well, that.
Yo. And also I've been with this podcast and everything, like it's the best way for me to network, honestly. Like networking while you're having fun and while it's like very organic and genuine. Because ultimately what I want is showing out the people who are doing great things in the city. And I also want it in an organic way. I don't, you know those people, I'm sure you've had them. You know those people who are like, you're having fun and they want to talk business? And they want to be like, yo, can I book you for...
Chill, bro.
Send me an email. Don't you see that I'm lit?
Taking DMs, Snapchat requests.
You know?
Junk emails. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you.
But yeah, so I've been trying to go to different events to see different vibes, different crowds, also getting to know different people. And so that's why I was like,
necessary
it
Montreal. Like,
is.
Montreal is very, very, like, so many cultures, man. Like we got Haiti, we got West Africans, we got Jamaicans, we got East Africans.
Yep.
On a les Algériens, les Libanais, like too many things. Like you go to Ottawa, obviously it's too many Burundians. They end up like bro, at one point I saw a COVID like post in the street.
Bro.
He had like a Kirundi translation.
I saw it too.
Like,
I saw it too. I was like, what the fuck is that?
On est rendu là.
Like,
We
made
don't.
it.
Yo, we took over. We
We
took
did,
over.
you know, but
Hey, we're
I'm
out
trying to show you the
here.
difference. Like in Montreal, like, bro, like as much as people say don't date in Montreal, like everybody, but like it's too many people.
Wait, hold up. We just made a transition.
Go back.
We just made a transition to another subject without even realizing it.
You want more ice?
Yeah.
More ice, more ice?
Grossement, attends.
Yeah.
Let's back it up.
Bring it back
Back it
one
up.
more
Let's
time.
back
Bring
it
it
up.
back.
Back it up. Yeah, Turbo, let's
I'm
run
trying
it
to
back.
defend my points.
Hey, defend it.
Explain.
More
but people-
examples.
Exactly, but people be saying don't date in Montreal. But come on, bro. Like you got Haitians, you got East Africans, you got West Africans. Did you go through all of them to say that?
Okay, but why you shouldn't date in Montreal?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
What do
Like,
do they people say?
Are promoting like a fake thing, you know? They're saying you shouldn't date in Montreal. Meanwhile, there are so many cultures available for you to date within, you know? It's like, bro, come on, don't
I
do that.
see what you're trying to say. I feel you.
Maybe Ottawa, I can understand.
Yes, Ottawa I can understand too. I did Ottawa 1 year. I was like, I cannot.
Your ex is dating your cousin, bro.
Yo,
Like,
dead ass.
Why?
Is
Why?
yep. Pure facts.
don't call me out on that,
Yeah, you got that. Just
Oh, yeah, you heard it right.
l'arbre. Tu vas le trouver.
You hit it right. You hit it
You're gonna
right.
get it.
Oui.
But I feel like in Montreal, toutes ces différentes cultures and nationalities, il faut qu'on supporte.
Yeah.
And I feel like support is a big thing when you're trying to be an entrepreneur and an artist. Did you always have support de tes proches, de ta famille, or was it something that you gained throughout the years?
Honestly, I'm not gonna be like one of those guys that be like, yo, I came apart now. Listen, me, my family, like I say, like me, my first parties were like my uncles, like they used to throw parties where it's like pay $50, like everything is included. You see like a bunch of uncles, like a bunch of aunties pulling up, and me being the only like back then when I was like 19 years old, I'm like, damn, I'm playing for old people right now, bro. And somehow like they know what's trending, like dancehall, like Afrobeats, you know. So I was like,
They have
okay,
kids, I guess.
I love these gigs, you know, because then it's like they're coming here to party, get away from the kids, you know. We pay the $50, everything is included, boom, you know. So from there, me making sure that I give them my best set and the best time they ever had, they kind of supported me always. Like my first party that I did the party that I told you guys avec the Chick Trick and Ambitious, like, yo, the people that I had was like a couple of my friends and my aunties and my uncles. Like, that was it, you know. The next party that I did avec Osank, he was my high school friends, you know.
I think I was there.
You always there, like I said.
Yeah.
Bring
like the clip where I said it.
Run it back, Turbo. Run it back.
I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter.
You're always there. Yeah. You're always there. But yeah, it was small parties like that, and of course some parties I knew that people were kind of using me, or they'd be like, okay, Alex has like his crowd. Let's put him on the roster. And I was cool with it because I was like, okay, I can't do my parties by myself. I don't know what's going on with the parties, how to throw a party. So I was cool with it, you know. But yeah, I always had support from my friends, from my family. Honestly, I can't complain. To be honest.
Nice.
And there's another beautiful thing that I see is your sister is always there too.
Yeah.
And with her crowd and everything. That's awesome.
Nice.
Because oftentimes, like, dudes in our community will be like, my sister, she doesn't go out. She's going to stay home. She's not going to date men. She's not going to be, elle va pas se faire draguer. Nah, 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 nah. But you embrace her.
People need to learn how to make parties fun. Like, you got to make a party fun. Like, if I'm going out, like, I'm going there to have fun, right? Like, it's not just the music. Like, you got to put in a lot of things, like, different stuff left and right, you know, for people to be like, you know what? I think I love Waklexx parties. Like, even if it's in the basement of a church, I think I will go. You know?
That's why I follow until Laval, wesh. Going and coming back.
Laval is a nice spot. What are you talking about?
Nice far. And every time I go there, I make a mistake on the old address. I take another address and I think it's that address, but then it's the other address.
Just Google Club Whites. No, like so basically what she's saying is that in Laval, every time they go to Laval, like I always have my biggest crowd. Like for me to have a venue in Montreal that can accommodate like 300 and plus, it's hard.
The last event was 300 plus people.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was actually 310 or 9 people.
Let's go.
Yeah, so for me to have a venue like that, I can have it. There are venues like that in Montreal. I'm not going to lie. Let me not lie. There are venues like that in Montreal, but the fact that you got to pay an enormous amount for you to have the venue, come on, bro. Like, at this point, I'm doing it for free, you know. And I got people on payroll, you know. So how am I going to tell them, look, I can't pay you because we got a nice venue. Very nice, by the way, you know.
Exceptional.
Do it for exposure. Come on, you know. So Laval, shout out to my plug, you know. That's the only venue for now. Obviously, I'm working for to find better venues. Hopefully, club owners will see what we're doing, what we bring to the table, and they can give us the spot, you know. But yeah, every time I go to Laval, it's because it's a sold out event and it's too many people. You know. But every time I'm doing Montreal, I'm like, yo, come on, guys, pay out the door.
Okay.
Come hear me play.
Yeah. Please.
I'm on my knees.
Please.
You know.
Ah.
But,
Don't choke. Don't choke.
Breathe in.
He choked.
Breathe out.
He choke.
So, how was it opening for Burna Boy?
Talk your shit, my
I was like,
guy.
yo, this episode flew by and we haven't even talked about this. Like, come on. How is it? Everyone wants to know. Like, I'm sure
Everybody
everyone wants
at
to know.
home,
How is
la
it
ba, la
opening
ba.
for Mr. Burna Boy?
Hey, why do you think I hired him to do the gig? Why?
That's funny, but
Me, I have vision.
So, yeah, that's funny, but hey.
Yo, let's get to it.
Back to business.
Burna Boy, man, sheesh. Listen, Burna Boy was something, man. I think Burna Boy was... honnêtement, c'était sur un coup de tête. Like, for me... Honnêtement, I'm going to say for the whole... That summer, like, whatever I did... Mets-toi de côté.
You did Taiki too, no?
No, Taiki wasn't there.
Je t'étais pas là.
No, Taiki wasn't there. But Burna Boy, basically Andrew, who's my partner now from Afrobeats Montreal, he called me. He was like, "Listen, looking for a DJ." At that time, I was doing Langage de Fleur. I was starting to do Langage de Fleur, and they called me. I was at work. I was like, "Yo, we're bringing Burna Boy." I'm like, "Damn, Burna Boy." So we're offering you this much. We're like, "Damn." I think like, okay, I can do it, but like, you know. But at that point, more? now that I think about it, like that was the right price. Honestly, the price that they paid me was the right price. It's just that I was on my pride shit, on my cocky shit. I was like, okay, like I'm open Burna Boy, like you know. Yeah. But then I was like, damn. I was like, okay, this is Burna Boy. Like I gotta get a videographer, I gotta get a photographer, like I gotta make sure my set is good, you know. I get there before anybody. Like, yo, they say, yo, check in. Yo, sound check is at 4 p.m. Bro, I'm there at 3:50, bro. Like,
yep.
Where's the gate? Where is it closed? Oh, we haven't opened yet. Okay, I'll stay. I'll wait.
That's the hard work part that I was talking about, y'all. You see?
The grind.
You see?
Burna Boy had the biggest album that people are still listening to.
Yeah.
Still performing the same songs on
Yeah. Yep.
At that point, it was going crazy. So by the way, they gave me 100 tickets to sell. Those tickets were gone within a week. That's when I knew Burna Boy was something, you know. So anyway, fast forward, I opened for him on stage. Like, I got goosebumps. I'm not going to cap because the crowd was full. Because before that, I did Popcorn. Like 2 months before that, I did Popcorn at the same venue. And it was like, you could see where people end. Like, okay, there's still empty spaces. At the time. Okay, I can maybe try to finesse and warm them up a little bit. But like, Burna Boy? Jaja, bro, everybody going crazy. I'm like, God damn, like this is too much. Like, bro, this is too much. Like, can I play? Can you hear my transition at least? Like, yo, these guys were like, nah, we're here to party. Like, party for sure. Like, everybody was screaming, yelling. So I'm like, yeah, let me fuck it up at one time. I take my Snapchat and I'm like, yo, everybody's screaming, blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, at that point when I took that video, I was like, that's it. It's over. Like, yo, like that used to be my dream. Like, to go on stage and take it, people are screaming. I'm like, I don't even need to stay in the VIP anymore. Let me go in the crowd.
And crowd surf.
Where the party is. Let me go in the crowd. So I packed my stuff. They say Burna Boy is about to come, you know. I'm like, okay, I'm backstage, just so people can know. You know,
I am from behind the scenes.
Know? So I took my snap. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Let me go in the crowd party with my friends. My friends were there. We had the best time ever. Like the songs back to back. Because Burna Boy was my guy. Like I did a mixtape for him, like on Mixcloud. It's still up, like a Burna Boy mixtape for people to learn the songs before the concert.
Yeah, that's my guy too.
For free. Like,
j'adore.
Like, that's how much I loved the Burna Boy at that time, you know. So after that, I was like, you know what? And he's a performer. Like, I was like, damn, this guy can perform, you know. At one point, we were partying, and I'm like, damn, did you just do that?
Yeah. Nice.
You know, but Burna Boy, I'll pay to go see him again. Like, I don't care.
I feel the exact same way. That's my guy. He's got my heart.
He's
my whole heart.
Like,
I remember I used to say,
just to show you, not to cut you off, but like,
no, go for it.
You see the concert he did in New York, Madison Square Garden?
Yes.
Memes are flowing back and like, what do you think is that? Like, he's a performer. Like the thing he did, like walking like
yeah, and then he was like
flying. Like, that guy is a performer, the band, the background singers.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Burna Boy, top 2 concert and not 2.
You just convinced me now. Every time, there was a time where I was going to Rwanda. He was performing there. And then he was performing the day after I left.
He did Burna Boy.
The day after. After I was leaving. And then before I left Montreal, he did a concert there too. But then I was leaving to go to Burundi. I've never been to a concert of his. Every time I will miss him. I'm not in the city. I'm leaving. I'm just arriving.
I'm here with you.
Let's go.
Wanna go, no, honestly, yeah.
Okay, he's coming
Sadly
out,
enough, we haven't. For real?
Okay.
Yeah, he's coming out with Shaggy on the 30th of July. So can we somehow create a GoFundMe in the YouTube link?
Yes.
Yeah.
GoFundMe,
Go fund
Patreon.
us.
No, we don't have
Please.
a Patreon yet. Working on that.
Please.
For these two guys.
These two
please.
sad people who haven't
please.
seen Burna Boy live yet.
Hey, please, Saidi and Mama. No, let me not do that. I take it back.
No, but if you Whiskey, I bought a ticket. Like I wasn't playing for Whiskey. I was just a guest, I guess. I bought a ticket. Whiskey was a nice show. It was a nice show, but he's not comparable to Burna Boy. I think because Whiskey has the DJ. He plays playback. So Whiskey is a playback, and Burna Boy is live. I don't know if that changed. I mean, from the concert he did in London, it looked like it was a live show.
Yeah, the one with Thames.
Exactly. So, but the Whiskey show concert that I went to was Olympia, and it was a playback, so he was just singing to his songs. It's nothing comparable to Burna Boy. Like I said, Burna Boy is top first. Like I'm not gonna cap. I feel like maybe I need to go to a Davido concert. Maybe see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Burna Boy. I guess I'm biased. I'm biased because he's one of my favorite artists, if not my favorite, like Afrobeat artist.
I mean, I like concert where actually people perform.
Yes,
But
me too.
I think à la base, c'est un des artistes préférés de beaucoup de personnes qui écoutent du Afrobeat. And then plus, he's a performer. You're like, yo, I'm sold. That is a very good question.
You know?
Yeah.
Because once you go to a concert, you're like, damn. The next thing you do once you go home, you go play the song. I gotta reminisce.
But he is the favorite artist even for people who haven't seen him live. So imagine quand tu le vois live après, you're like, oh, I'm sold.
Yeah, but Whiskey is a people's artist too. Like his songs are like
True.
But there is somehow people when they go to a Whiskey concert, they're like, you know, si t'es pas Whiskey d'FC, he not talks shit.
Yeah, no.
Burna Boy, I think he gives his full, like, at everything he does. I think that's why, you know, and people can connect, and you know, he has his personality. Yo, à certain moment, il a même kick out and like a guest. I think he was in Montreal. Quand il a dit qu'il a kick out un artiste.
I wouldn't be surprised. Montreal people are wild.
Un artiste, mais un guest.
Yeah,
like,
I guess. In the crowd.
Yeah, in the crowd. Apparently, he wasn't singing. He wasn't showing enough energy.
Oh, damn.
It was a trending thing on Twitter.
Damn.
It was like, yo, you gotta
Respect.
go, bro. Like, get out.
Yeah, respect.
You know?
Yo, honnêtement, si t'es là dans le cadre juste comme ça, bouge,
Yeah,
va à la
bro,
maison,
you gotta get
va regarder
out,
sur
bro.
YouTube.
Like, what are you doing?
I don't know, you're right though.
Especially if you're on the stage, like yo, you gotta show out. You gotta fuck it up when you're on
Maybe it was
stage.
in Toronto or something. But it was something trending.
Oh,
on
that's
Twitter,
funny.
Like,
Hilarious.
it was
That's
like,
funny.
he got the music. He was like, you,
Bouge. You have to go.
yo, you gotta sing or get out.
Damn. Respect though, respect. It's his show.
He knows what he wants.
Come on,
He
come
knows what
on.
he wants.
Vibes.
Vibes.
Let's take a shot.
Let's get it.
Yo, we got
Cheers.
Rosemont,
Cheers.
white rum.
Cheers.
Come on. I don't
Rosemont.
drink rum, but I would do it for this podcast.
Because
Let's
it's
go.
Rosemont. And because it's Rosemont, it's quality shit. Everyone likes it.
I like
That's
the
it.
cups. I like the bottle.
That's my guy.
Clean.
Always supporting.
I see why now. I see.
You see?
Yeah, I feel it.
Every project I've had,
I feel it.
this guy has been there. Every single project. And every time what I like is that he holds me accountable. He's like, so have you done the thing?
Yeah.
That's good.
Can you do the thing?
Because we gotta make it.
Yeah.
We gotta make
And then
it.
I'm like, I haven't done it yet,
Gotta
but I'm
make
working
it.
on it. But every
Gotta
time
make it.
he's there by the
You know what I
corner.
always tell people? It's like, come on, we're in Canada. Like, where else are you gonna go?
Ooh.
You know?
Explain. Elaborate.
Elaborate on that.
Like, where
please.
else are you gonna go? Like, you came here to immigrate in Canada, like,
Yeah.
for different reasons,
Yeah.
work, study, whatever papers, right?
Yeah.
But where else are you gonna go after this? Like, there is no other spot.
Yeah. This is
You
it.
can go in France, you ain't gonna get a job.
You know?
You can go in the States, you risk getting killed. You know, you can go
Damn.
maybe to Africa and be like, okay, I'm home.
But then
no
you start
money.
over.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, not gonna lie, and this is the thing I'm working on, and this might be a hot take, but being in Africa as a woman is hard, especially as in
what
not so hot
in our countries. Let me put it that way. In our countries, in terms of if the things I want to do, the creative work that I want to do, you're either not taken seriously or you compare it to a prostitute. Funny enough,
yo, I know what you're gonna talk about.
Yo, you see me today. I'm showing a little bit of skin because we have a party after.
This is hilarious.
But as we're walking in the studio, we're downstairs. I'm holding this shit. I'm holding the things that we're bringing, whatever, whatnot. And we're walking in.
Hey, let me cut you off.
No, you have to cut. No, you will do the thing. You say what he said, because I didn't hear what the guy said.
Okay.
Because I was right downstairs today.
An hour ago.
The way I'm looking right now today. So I'm walking. We're walking, and this guy passes by in his little like scooter. And he's like, gros Québécois de ça. And then he
screams some shit, and then I start laughing, but not laughing because it's funny, because I'm so uncomfortable. I'm like, did this nigga just say that? Then Stecy's like, what? What did he say? I'm like, nah, you really want to know? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. Il a dit, hey, l'escorte des calices. Je te le dis. Yo, je te jure, il était sur ma verbe. Il arrive comme, hey, l'escorte des calices. Il continue. Là, je suis comme, oh. Did you just say that, bro?
That nigga, il est sur le base.
Hey, guys. Ça c'était dans, we didn't even have to say it. It was in there, obviously. Mais t'as raison. He was definitely on that shit. Bro, I was shook. I was just there like, did he really say that? And you take confiance with this shit.
But I see what you mean in terms of doing this stuff back home.
Yeah.
Not only people don't get it, but at the same time, it's like you gotta prove yourself as your identity.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's a different mentality,
it is.
Different crowd, you know. But yeah, man, I see people like waiting on their project. That's why I'm always like, yo, you gotta do it, because me, like, I'm always like instinct, you know. I'm like, go, you know. But thankfully, I have people, you know, that tell me, okay, this gotta wait. Let's start with this, you know. Because, yo, si j'étais seul, quick, I don't care. Like, let's do a party every day.
Let's go.
I have a different idea for every day. But yeah,
So we have a question in the crowd.
We have a question.
Social media analyst.
Yes. Marina, shout out.
I'm going to repeat her question.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm going to repeat her question.
You good?
I'm going to repeat her question anyways. I got you.
Je vais le dire en
She's in the
français.
wind.
Parce que moi, j'analyse.
Non, t'inquiète.
J'ai entendu et j'ai compris que tu es un bon DJ. Et en tant que DJ, on a toujours un objectif, c'est d'avoir le plus gros crowd et d'avoir la plus grosse ambiance.
Yes.
Donc, question for you.
Yes.
Jusqu'à date, tu as fait des concerts au Canada, peut-être aux États-Unis? Non, pas encore?
Non, not yet.
OK. Est-ce que tu considères comme étant un goal de débuter ou de faire un event dans ton pays d'origine? Est-ce que c'est considéré pour toi comme étant un goal?
Always.
Et qu'est-ce que tu comptes faire? Parce que jusqu'à date, tu es au Canada.
Yes.
Next step, USA.
Yes.
And then Europe.
Yes.
And go back to Africa.
Always.
Avant qu'il réponde à ça, je vais juste intervenir.
Good question.
Because you're coming from my homeboy.
No, I love it though, because
Non, mais c'est vrai. It's a genuine question, and
It's
I love
great.
it. It's a great question.
It's
a great question, but
I thought you asked that, but like,
I was getting there.
put her on the mic.
I was getting there. Give me some time. Mais ce que j'allais dire, c'est qu'il a fait un concert au Rwanda, à Kigali. And you showed out and showcased all the local artists, and that was amazing. C'est sur ça en fait que that's what I wanted to head into, and that's great.
Yes.
You led the way.
And then, est-ce que tu préfères le crowd de ton pays d'origine ou le crowd d'ici? If I have to compare
Yeah, I
between
see.
Canada
I get your question. Yeah, I think ici, okay. après le tour, après la tournée, j'ai l'impression que, like, ok, par exemple, faire un festival ici, I feel like it's within reach. You know, I feel like je peux le faire si j'ai les contacts. Ben, j'ai les contacts, c'est juste que faudrait que ces contacts-là pitch in for me, you know. I feel like it's within reach. C'est comme genre, ok, tu sais que tu peux prendre un vol, genre, like, tu peux aller à Dubaï, right? Like, you feel you can go to Dubai. But like you don't want to do that right now, you know. But it's something you can do. You know? Mais genre, like I feel like the crowd here, it's something that I've not just my people, East African, West Africans, or Africans in general, but even the white crowd. Like j'ai joué à Boulevard 44. Like I feel like it's something that's within reach. Mais pour eux, pour me connaître, I feel like that's not a priority. Like I feel like in Rwanda, Burundi, where I'm from. C'est vraiment un endroit où vraiment je préfère vraiment faire les shows là-bas parce que là-bas non seulement les gens comprennent ce que tu es en train de faire, ils kiffent l'ambiance, like il y a pas à se stresser à genre OK, le décor n'est pas bien, tu vois, on est à Laval. Bro, you're in the city, like,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah. Like shout out to Ambitious for putting the Trappish concert together, you know. Moi, j'étais juste invité comme special guest.
Jure, I thought you were part of the organization.
I'm part of DTE. Like DTE,
I know
DTE
that you have a label company now.
Exactly. So DTE, the label, and you know, the entertainment and all of that, and all the guys that were involved. Like we put the show together to showcase the local artists. Like même pas les gens.
I know. That's what I love the most.
The young artists.
Mike, Kai,
Kevin, Kivumbi, Keisha.
Yeah.
You know.
Shout out to all of them.
So all those young kids coming up, like it was big. Like c'était juste genre like 15 years old, 16 years old, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mais les gens qui sont older, like they couldn't, bro. Like packing up a whole stadium or like that, or
because it was a
whole
stadium.
venue. No, it was a venue. Sorry, let me not lie. It was a venue.
Wasn't it
Olympia.
But it was outside.
It was outside, yeah.
So that's
Every
not a
venue
stadium?
is-
Isn't that a stadium?
Nah.
You tried.
I tried it.
Mais hopefully this summer I get to go back to Burundi for some concerts. You know,
Let's go.
Nice.
there's a lot of people going back home,
Yeah.
and
C'est la débauche.
au
Mama,
Burundi, honnêtement, c'est toujours l'ambiance. Like once
it
you're
is.
there,
Once you, it's
warm,
lit.
it's like,
Yo.
So she said
Come to Ivory Coast in December with me.
Yep.
We're going.
December.
With
I
my
got-
girls.
I got people that can make it happen.
Yo.
I can't do.
Can
Coupe d'Afrique.
en Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be
Like,
a party.
Côte d'Ivoire apparemment maintenant, like
No, it's
the
lit.
city is like, bro, it's
It's amazing.
like,
Yo,
Honestly.
shout out. She's coming to the pod next week. Shout out to my homegirl Jamila. She's the one who's gonna introduce me to the spots.
Yeah.
She's gonna introduce me to the
gotta go.
city.
We gotta go.
So
We
come
gotta
to
do
me.
it.
Come with us. Come to me. Come to me.
Come to me and come with me.
Hey, voila. We're slowly heading to the end. Slowly but
Nah,
surely.
it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Slowly but surely. I want to bring a bit of a sore, hopefully not too sore subject.
What is it?
Mais je voulais quand même faire un petit shout out à quelqu'un de proche pour toi,
Oh, yeah.
that has passed. Yeah, I'm going there.
Yes.
If you don't want, we can stop it
It's
right
all good.
here.
Of course, it's all good. I told you there ain't no
Eh.
taboo
Eh.
subject with me. Like, shoot
Eh.
everything.
So
People gotta know.
People gotta know. To his beautiful soul, I met him, Steve. I met him at your event, one of your
Which
events in Ottawa. The one where we did it was the Ben.
The Ben
The Ben.
came in Ottawa.
Ottawa.
I don't
The week
know.
before South Soul.
Hey, now you're going too far.
It's far. Hey, no, don't we go far?
I don't have any memory of
Shit. It was at this hotel thing, and we had to like go upstairs and then go downstairs. Yeah.
How did I forget that?
How did you
You
forget-
and Nancy.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you missed it?
Yes.
Damn.
Yo, because after
You ain't know Steve back then?
I don't know, because I stayed with y'all after, because we went to an after party and stuff, all that stuff, and I was with y'all and I stayed with y'all. but I met him outside.
By the way, whatever she's talking about right now, that was like 10 years ago. I don't
Yo,
even remember.
my memory, that's why I have an elephant on my finger. Because I have an elephant memory. Like, my memory is top notch. Selective as fuck.
But
Selective as fuck, but it's there.
Damn.
It's there.
Yeah, that was a vibe too.
Yo, it was such a vibe. And then there was Horus, shout out to you, performing. Nicole Musoni, something. I tried to.
I give
Nicole.
2 options.
Yeah. Ooh.
I may be right. It
Yeah.
must
Mais c'était vraiment quelqu'un de très attachant. And when I met him, I remember because sometimes, this is another hot take, I don't know, maybe it's the Rosemont who's got me talking, or maybe it's the fact that we're season 2 and I'm feeling myself.
Season 2.
Mais, you know, sometimes there are times where I don't feel the safest in environments with our people, like sexually speaking, vibe speaking. People will just come and touch you out of nowhere. People will come and try to kiss you out of nowhere. You're like, I don't know you, we're not friends, you don't know me, but you find me attractive, and then therefore you think that you have a...
Boys, ask.
Yeah.
The answer will
For
still be
real.
no, but ask.
But it's, yeah, for real.
You heard it first.
Just ask.
You heard it here first. Because genuinely, many vibes are, especially once alcohol kicks in, it's very hard to navigate those areas. And that's why at some point I stopped going to events with Burundians and stuff, because I was like, this is unsafe. Like, I do not feel safe. I do not feel comfortable. I feel like anybody can just come up out of nowhere and grab me, and just the grabbing part is like, why are you grabbing me? You don't know me. We don't know each other. And then I do martial arts. I've been wanting to fuck them up. I've been wanting to make a scene, but then I'm like, Stecy, calm down. Don't choke them. Not
Bring
today.
out that jiu-jitsu, choke him out.
Yo, I be
Why
wanting
not?
to though. I mean, like a little, just a little.
I feel you.
Mais
You're
what?
embarrassed.
Yo, but embarrassing.
So embarrassed.
But that was, et c'est pour ça que genre, when I met him, it was very memorable for me, because he's in that space, in that time, at that event. There was a moment where I was feeling like weird, and I was like, because I was looking cool, okay? I was looking hella cool. And I was with another cool friend.
I got the videos.
Yo. And I was with another friend who was looking hella cute as well. Hella fine, too. Shout out to Nancy. Lui, vraiment, he came in the right time. I thought it was heaven sent. Came in at the right time and was just like, calm shit down.
But it's funny that you say that, because everybody that he impacted in that kind of way says the same thing. You know, I think he got that power to kind of navigate different crowds and different people, and kind of have the same, I don't know, like the same kindness and presence, and to be there for everybody, like the way actually people want him. You know, everybody tells me a story, and it's like, it's a different story, but it's kind of like, damn, like this guy, I wish I could understand. I'm always trying to understand like different people, but like sometimes I'll be tired, bro. Like he used to be there for everybody, and I don't know, man. I feel like it's somebody that you used to connect easily, and you kind of felt like you knew him from a long time, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the key difference right there. But yo, may his soul rest in peace, of course.
Amen.
Yeah, amen.
And but yeah, man.
I wanted to just
Good
talk
times,
about
good
him
times only,
and really bring him up, because, you know, I'm sure that was a very, very traumatic experience for you. You know, as men, we don't talk about mental health as men. Me, as if I'm a man.
As men. Talk about
As men.
experience. Talk about experience.
As men. You
First
see.
of all, I'm the first. Not the first, but I'm one of the DJs to go to therapy for this shit. Come on
Let's
now.
go! Shout out to therapy.
Like, bro,
I was
come on,
I was
don't
trying to
play with
get
me.
you there. I was trying to get you
Don't
there.
play with me. Like,
Any
yo,
guy you know.
I got events. I got like people to deal with. I was like, I know this shit is gonna affect me one way or another.
Of course.
Let me attack it before he attacks me. You know.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
Already losing somebody is a very hard experience, but then the person passing under the circumstances under which he passed, that makes it even more. And then the aftermath as well of the grieving process, being able to grieve or not being allowed to grieve in a way that you would have wished to grieve in.
Preach.
That must have been really, really hard for you. And that's why I'm really happy that you're in therapy. And that
I did therapy actually for a couple months.
Good.
But, I was like, okay, I got this now.
Lady? Pump the brakes.
This is where I draw the line. We're getting too deep now. But so shout out to my therapist. Honestly, I kind of needed it because it kind of showed me like, okay, this is what you need to do. Like grieving, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, and this is how you're gonna process it. And if this happens, this is how you're gonna process it. You know. But for me, it was like a lot of things, all of that happening at the same time in my head. It's like which one goes first. But talking to a therapist kind of showed me like, okay, first, second, third, and then
priorities.
You know, priorities, like putting things in order in your head. So yeah, I think that helped me a lot, and I encourage everybody to do that.
Shout out.
You have an issue.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's a good thing d'avoir la vie d'un professionnel into helping you into grieving, because people think they know.
In the DJ.
I think people think they know how to grieve.
Yeah.
And they think they can handle it by themselves. Exhibit A here.
I like that you said it before I said it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Every grief is different. So
yeah. And I think that it's very important because I have to look into that. I've lost a friend around 2012. And I've just now realized that I haven't even started the fucking grieving process.
Imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's real.
So it's real as shit and it's intense. And so c'est pour ça que je suis d'accord avec toi. If ever you lose someone or you go through hardship, please go to therapy. And I'm talking to myself at the same time.
Love, you know.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. So I want to finish on a lighter
You
note.
have what?
Oh.
She asked. She asked, do you have someone in your life, and is it hard to date as a DJ?
Is it hard to date? Yes, because everybody assumes that you have a girlfriend, you're gonna be a player, but no, fam, I'm a human being. Like, I would treat you as a queen. Like, come on, don't play with me.
I agree, guys. He's my friend. I endorse this message.
But everybody thinks you're a player, but no, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I had a last question avant qu'on finisse. Je voulais te donner du respect parce que tu as fait deux choses que I'm dreaming about doing et que je veux vraiment faire. And I want to know what was the thought process behind it.
I wanted to get into that too.
Okay.
Good job.
Get out of here. Get out of here. How was it?
Somebody get me out of this sibling.
No, it's almost done. Il reste quelques minutes, allez. But how was the process of wanting and to actually fucking do it, to bungee jump and to skydive?
Hey! First of all, that was crazy. Don't ever do it because I was hangover, okay? Don't ever do that shit.
Wow.
Now we're getting the real. We're getting the undercover story of the situation.
Hold up. Is it don't do it while hangover?
If you look at the video on my Instagram, my eyes are kind of sleepy and red. Like, because I'm from my party and I just woke up. I just checked out on my Airbnb.
Yeah.
And I remember I got a fucking reservation at Skydiving Montreal, and it's like 40 minutes or 50 minutes away from Montreal. I gotta drive. So we are bumping music, me and my friend. And I'm like, damn. So the flight is 33,000 feet. You know, I'm like 33,000 feet, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I fly, yo.
It's whatever.
This thing keeps going up. I'm like, okay, we passed the clouds now. Like, come on, let me out, you know? This guy is like, okay, so I booked the whole thing, by the way. I booked the cameraman from the outside, the GoPro, and the pictures. Let's go. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna get the full experience. But like, bro, like, get me out. Like, we're getting too far now. Like, you know, the fear is starting to kick in.
We're going to
I'm
space.
Still hangover.
Oh.
Like, so the fear, I'm still under the adrenaline, blah, blah, blah. This guy is like, okay, everybody out. I see the first guy jumping, the cameraman. He's like this. I'm like, bro, look down, bro. Like, he's going backwards. Like, yo. I'm like, I'm not doing that, first of all, okay? And this guy is attaching me on his back, on his stomach, and I'm like, okay, we're going. Like, When he let go, that's when I was like, okay, God, I was wrong. This shit is not for me. I was wearing a mask. But people that know me know that I was screaming, bro. I was screaming. You could see my foot, like my whole mouth. Like, it was crazy. Like, we're still falling down. Like, it's still like white. Like, if you look at the video, it's still white. Like, everywhere is still white clouds. We're still, like, the cameraman is in front of me. I'm like, can I give him a high five or something? And the guy taps on my arm. He's like, no, don't do that. Like, I was like, okay, maybe I'm still drunk. God damn. And then I was like, yo, put your arms up, blah, blah, blah. We're still falling down. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, on top of that, we get to the ground. And I'm like, first of all, skydiving is the best experience. Anybody that has never done it, don't ever go to those inside skydiving. Go to the real thing. But, 30 minutes after, I go to the bungee jumping. Bungee jumping was scary.
Same day.
Bungee jumping.
Two birds, one stone.
It was 38 minutes. Yeah, it was 38. But that's what I'm saying. I was hangover. Like, I was still under the adrenaline. Like, I was like, okay, what's left to do? Like, am I going home? Like, it's 1 p.m. It's my birthday. Like, so my friend was like, do you want to go bungee jumping? I was like, how far is it? Put in the GPS. 38.
Let's go.
It's like nature was telling me, bro, go do it. Like, you know?
Nice.
I go there and it's like, bungee jumping is the scariest thing. And that's subjective, yes, but to me, it was the scariest thing ever. Because you go there and the guy is telling you, yo, look in front of you. And it's like, bro, je sais même pas combien de mètres. Like, it was very high. You can choose an option of being dipped in the water or just be enough close to the water and you go back. I was like, yo.
Yeah, close to the water.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, might as well while you're there.
On est déjà là.
For free?
On est déjà là.
Like, yo. So this guy is like, if you don't jump, we're going to charge you extra because you're wasting our time.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Put yourself together. Like, fuck. This guy is like, I'm like, fuck it. At this point, I'm already here. I'm on the tip. Like, your feet are on the tip, like, of the cliff. Like, you know, like, you're supposed to put all your feet or your toes, like, past the cliff. So I'm like, fuck, let me go. And then I jump. I close my eyes. I'm screaming like a bitch. Sorry for the word, but yo, I'm closing my eyes. So I dip my head in the water. I'm like, what the fuck was that wet thing? So the whole way I was eyes closed. I come back, I open my eyes, and the thing is going like this. It's close to the rocks. But you see the rocks, but you're not close to them. You are very far. But for you to see them, once you open the eyes, it's like, oh, I'm getting close. Like me getting like this, and I'm like, oh, I'm shit close to the wall. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, am I getting close to the rock?
Yeah.
I screamed twice the volume that I was doing again. Bro, honestly, after that, it was like, okay, it started bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And somebody comes pick you up. They bring you back to the shore. And it's like, nah, bungee jumping at your own risk. But skydiving, please do it.
So you suggest more skydiving than bungee jumping? Okay,
yes,
fair enough.
yes.
Fair enough.
I'm actually thinking of doing
That
a
is
paragliding.
true. She said if you die with someone.
I'm thinking of doing a paragliding this fall.
But what?
Paragliding is
I saw you you posted today the thing. You're like, he posted this meme of like this scene of a couple getting married, and they're like all my friends right now, and then next to it you see somebody in the sky passing by on a paragliding thing, wow. and then it's like me.
Fait que toi, tu vas faire le type cerf-volant là. Tu sais, un cerf-volant.
That's what I want to do. Nice. That's what I want to do.
Oh, but that's fun though. I wanted to do that too.
That's dope.
Yeah. I feel like I would do that before.
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
I feel you on that.
But I mean, once you have like crowds of like hundreds of people coming, screaming, making noise.
Not her putting two and two together.
No, but I can relate on that, honestly. Like, it's a real thing.
But yes, you can't like go back to regular diggly stuff. Like you can't go back to just Monsieur, Madame, tout le monde.
Having a crowd chanting your name. Fam.
I did an event, okay? You were there. I invited you. My birthday event last summer. And that was my very first event, doing from like A to Z, everything. And it's a lot of work. That's number one. Shit. Number two, having everybody singing happy birthday, people screaming. I was like, this is what y'all be going through? I can't do this. Yeah. This will get you feeling like
why am I crying?
Honestly. But luckily I was very lit that birthday. I was so lit. I was in a good place. I was in a good place. Yes. Shout out to
I wish you guys were there.
That would have been fantastic.
Non, honnêtement, c'est un bon feeling. Malheureusement, moi, j'ai juste vécu dans le sport. But even then, like, having like a whole like crowd, a whole arena of like 5,000, 10,000 people screaming your name, you're like, what the fuck is this? And then the sentiment intérieur, you're like, what?
No,
yeah, you can't go back to
You can't.
else.
You
No,
can't. That's why I'm like, I need to do stuff.
Yeah.
I need to see people. I need to be outside.
We outside.
Hello?
Hello. Last question. What is it that you would like to see for the city? Or
For this city?
yeah. What's your vision
More
for the
black people
city?
being represented.
Yes, sir.
Say it.
And stop riding our waves.
Yes.
Wow, he
Preach.
said it. He
Preach.
said it.
They know themselves.
Yeah.
But honestly, Montreal is a good city. I think Montreal has shown me love enough, and I think now to be honest, I think Montreal in the African community, I think we're good. I think everybody's doing their own thing, and everybody's shining in their own way, and we are able to collaborate within each other, which is the main thing. You usually go to cities, and it's like you can't do this with this other person.
Mm-hmm.
This other person is having this, but you can't do this. But yeah, so let's try to keep it that way, I would say. And yeah.
And what's your vision for our country?
Hey, the things I have coming. Listen, shout out to DT, the label. Shout out to Ambitious doing his own thing. This guy moved to Burundi.
Did he actually? Because I've been like seeing him there, and I'm like, when is he coming back?
Now we got artists to manage, and he got to do
shit?
that. He got to handle that. He got to handle the music business.
Can you do a few shout outs to the artists that you have signed right now?
We got December. We got Kenny K Shot. Google them if you don't know about them. Come on. We got Maestro Booming.
Yes, sir.
Goat. And we got a couple of producers, Word Dollar Beats, and more producers on the way. December actually is also a producer, so
nice.
And
and I love that it's the youngins. It's the
youngins is brand new, fresh blood, And
they're like 18, 19, barely.
Some of them, but the others are. They are doing their own thing in their own way, and I love that. And I love that we're doing different stuff in different cities with different people in different areas. Doing events in one city is cool, but doing events in different cities and having music left and right, it's a lot of work. And sometimes you gotta appreciate that. So. Shout out to Ambitious holding the other side, and shout out to me. Shout out to everybody part of DT.
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you, man.
Yes.
But so the vision for the country is basically bringing up these young artists and showing the way, paving the way for the others, and showing that Burundi, is Burundi. Come on,
we out here.
Yeah.
We out here. And that's the thing that I like with you is that you represent the country and represent your roots without necessarily putting it at the forefront.
257 event.
Yeah, you don't need to do all that. And that's the thing that I think is so important with representation. It's not about who you are necessarily or who you bring up. It's more so about just you being there is enough.
Yeah.
Like this podcast, many would have been like, oh, okay, is this going to be a Burundian podcast? It's like, no, this is a Montreal podcast. Yeah. Like I've been here for whatever decades, over a decade. And, it's about the city and me just being here, him just being here us having the heritage that we have is enough.
Yeah.
And I think
we've been blessed enough to be able to be a part of so many things that don't really. I think once people come at our events, they're like, "Oh, okay, wow, I loved it." But you loved it because it was Burundians, East Africans,
That's it.
Mixed with West African and mixed with different communities.
That's it.
But like, people don't really tell that right away. But yeah, I think we've been blessed enough to be in different areas at the same time and doing different stuff in different areas at the same time, and both things popping at the same time. You know, the December situation with the Finesse remix. In Burundi, you know, like I get to play here and people get to sing it.
It's amazing.
You know? Usually it's like, bro, where can we get that song, you know? But like I'm here to play for you guys and I'm here to distribute it to other DJs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've been blessed enough to be a part of a very nice, vibe and
wave
label and team. And shout out to anybody supporting us, and big things coming.
That's it. Sur ce, Alex.
Thank you for having me, man. Like, I'm doing podcasts. I thought we were going to talk about why do men deserve less.
Yo, that just killed me.
Because as a woman, why are you doing TikToks? But this was a nice podcast.
It was
shout
nice.
Out to you guys.
Y'all
got sponsors and shit. Like,
thank you. Shout out, boy.
Episode.
Y'all got a social media.
Listen,
we got a team out here. We a team.
We have a team. You see me, but I'm not just me. It's not just me. I can't do it all by myself. Who do you think I am? Who? No. It's a whole village. It's a whole army.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys for having me, for real.
Thank you for
coming.
coming.
For coming, man.
Vraiment, I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you, Alex. Sérieusement. Super proud of the work that you're doing, of the man that you're becoming.
Thank you.
How far you've gone.
Thank you.
Listen, keep doing you. And again, I'm so proud. No, I have to. I have to.
You have to, but can we keep that?
No, we have to let you leave on the cloud. Come on, we have to.
Can we skip that?
I love you.
My nigga
for life.
Thanks for coming, eh?
Yo, I got you guys.
This has been another episode of The Bond is Real. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for pulling up. I've been your go ghost.
I am the co-host. All good.
Go ghosts. I am the ghost.
I'm the ghost.
Hey, I am your host. The English, when Rosemont kicks in, ça glisse.
How did we finish exactly our drink at the end?
Yeah,
you know?
Literally.
Calculations.
And apparently I was your host. And so apparently she's the one who said it. It's not me. Apparently I was your host.
I'm your host.
Okay.
Stecy. Thank you, Alex, for putting up.
Yeah.
I was with my brother man, my right hand man.
Another lit one. Hey, we told you season 2 was gonna pop. If y'all didn't listen, hey, there's the evidence. There's the proof.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you and see you next time. Wow.